In the 1960s, Indian women in the UK were secretly fed radioactive food as part of a scientific experiment. This was the infamous Coventry experiment. In 1969, 21 Indian origin women in the city of Coventry in England were selected for a study on iron absorption. Researchers provided these women with chapatis laced with a radioactive isotope called iron 59. Shockingly, these women who spoke only Punjabi and did not speak any English were never informed about the radioactive and dangerous nature of the food they consumed. The Indian origin women had been selected through a local general practitioner. As part of the study, every morning a researcher would bring one chapati to the unwitting participant's house. The chapati was to be eaten just by the woman and not by anyone else in her family. In the afternoon, the researcher came back to make sure that she had eaten it and recorded what other foods she ate. 17 days later, the women were taken to Harwell Laboratory near Oxford to have their radiation levels assessed. The researchers kept these women unaware of any possible long-term effects of eating radioactive food. This experiment remained largely unknown until a 1995 documentary, Deadly Experiments, brought it to public attention. Today, this documentary can be seen online. In 1995, an ensuing inquiry by the Coventry Health Authority acknowledged that true informed consent of the participants was not obtained by the researchers. The Medical Research Council, or MRC, the public body that funds and coordinates research into human health in the UK, also looked into it. The MRC report published in 1998 says it does not have any documentation relating to the study, not even a list of the women who were experimented on. But results from this experiment are available online even today. Now, the Coventry experiment was not the only scientific experiment that the British conducted on Indians. Beginning in the 1930s, British scientists tested mustard gas on soldiers of the British Indian Army at a military installation at Rawalpindi in modern-day Pakistan. Indian soldiers wearing shorts and cotton shirts were sent to gas chambers and deliberately exposed to mustard gas. This study on hundreds of soldiers continued for a period of 10 years. Many of the subjects suffered severe burns from their exposure to the gas and had to be hospitalized. Today, mustard gas is classified as a chemical warfare agent, and its production and stockpiling are prohibited by many countries. Britain's colonial history is marked by exploitation and a profound disregard for the well-being of the colonized people. The experiments at both Rawalpindi and Coventry are no different. They reflect a continuation of this colonial mentality where the colonizer subjected the colonized communities to unethical and inhumane experiments. It is high time that we Indians call out the UK for its historical injustices.